Hello. This is Eileen Nicole, and this is the Let's Talk Truth podcast. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to talk politics because that's important. And we're going to talk about the UK. Now, the reason why we're going to talk about the UK is because they're directly tied to the US, because even though the British monarchy is, they don't own the US, we do a lot of trade, we do a lot of business with the UK. So what's happening over there sometimes translates to what's going on over here. But this is interesting because it's tied to some of the things that's happening here. So Truss quits, but UK's political and economic turmoil persists. Now, this is exactly what's happening in America right now. Our political parties and our economics are all in the political parties are fighting, and the economics are in disarray right now. Too much money is being spent in all the wrong places, and that's a disaster for the economy. So Britain's Prime Minister Liz Truss addresses the media in her address, and she quit on Thursday after a tumultuous and historical brief term marred by economic policies that roiled financial markets and a rebellion in her political party that obliterated her authority. Now, this is from the Associated Press News. After just 45 days in office, Truss became the third Conservative Prime Minister to be toppled in as many years, and she will go down as the shortest-serving leader in British history. That is crazy because Queen Elizabeth II is the longest-serving British leader. Not Prime Minister, but leader in general. Her resignation extends the instability that has shaken Britain since it broke off from the European Union, and leaves its leadership in limbo as the country faces a cost of living crisis and looming recession. Now, these are two very important things because the US is also facing these two great crises. The living crisis, the cost of living crisis, the gas prices. We just talked about this the other day. So the gas prices, everything is going up. Everything is going up, and the cost of living is staying the same. People don't want to pay more money to employ people, but they want to raise the costs of their products and services. So Liz Truss says, I cannot deliver the mandate on which I was elected by the Conservative Party. Now, this will be basically the Republican Party. Now, if you've been watching the news, the Republican Party is trying to win the Senate right now. I think they're going to get it. They are really trying to get, because the midterm primaries are happening right now, and they are really gunning to try to get the Senate seat, because if they can get that Senate seat, listen, everything goes through the Senate. The House passes just about anything. It's the Senate that has to pass it for it to become a law. And there are so many laws that are on the books right now that are not getting passed because the Republicans do not have the Senate. And all this frivolous spending is going through the current Senate, which, the spending is getting out of control because it's going to stupid stuff. Anyways, what do you think about her resigning and how that correlates to America? How their public leadership is falling. Our public leadership is falling. Their economy is suffering. Our economy is suffering. Their political leaders are openly fighting, and so are ours. What do you think? What do you think about that correlating, and how do you think that's going to affect us as citizens? of both countries. What do you think is going to happen with the recession? Because that's really where it's coming. It's going to be this is all coming to a head. It's going to be a recession here in America, and it's also going to be a recession in the UK. Now, mind you, they officially announced that there was a recession during COVID, during the medical crisis that we were all facing. Remember, they announced that there was officially a recession during that time because of what all was happening, and then we got out with all the money that was passed through the Senate. Now, the Republicans are trying to get the office back, and who knows what they're going to do. But we'll be staying tuned to what moves the Republicans are trying to make, so that if they're trying to make corrections on the economy, and what are they? So stay tuned for more of that information. Get in the comments. Let's talk about this, how this is all coming to a head. All right, bye.